You.
Final word from the hospital, man. Every test that ran on Kane turned out the same. The medication had nothing whatsoever to do with his near heart attack.
I don't believe this. You're telling me that there's nothing weird at all in his system?
I'm telling you, they couldn't find nothing, man. So as far as I'm concerned, all this stuff, this whole episode is in the round file, and we're at scratch.
But when does the mountain man get out of the hospital?
Are you kidding? He's on his way back to the Capitals as we speak.
Can't believe it. It remains a total mystery to everybody. I mean, Eden knows him how long up there in the mountains, and she still don't know anything more about him.
You can't blame
we do.
Eden for this, man. I mean, the guy went up in the mountains apparently to forget about his past. He did a good job, so how's she supposed to know?
I'll tell you, there's somebody else who wants to forget about the past, too. Eleanor.
Eleanor?
Eleanor, yeah. I mean, despite everything that she's told us, we still don't know anything more about Ellie than about Kane.
Pearl, I don't want to talk about Eleanor. I want to find out why Eden thinks Kane can help her and I can't.
Look, buddy, you gotta stop beating yourself up about this.
Yeah, I know that, Pearl. I've already promised myself I am going to be patient.
Then do it.
Well, it's a little easier said than done. This is a crazy situation, you got to admit.
Well, I know it's crazy, but just think of how difficult it is for Eden. We cannot even imagine.
Pearl, I know that. I also know that she's not going to keep pushing me away forever. I mean, when I was with her the other night, I saw it in her eyes. She remembers what's really going on. It's going to work out but we're wasting time. When I thought she was gone, I realized that. That's all we do with our lives. We waste time. Everybody does it. She's been back, what, weeks. They've been flying by, and what are we? We're apart. It's stupid.
You know, so I got a feeling it's going to happen in a very short time for you two.
Now, how can you say that?
You just said it. You said you saw it in her eyes. You saw it in her eyes. Now, who knows Eden better than Cruz? The whole time she's been back, she's been communicating with you. She hasn't cut a connection. That means she still loves you. Just hang in there.
I know, but don't you see, she is operating on a fantasy. She thinks that it'll never work out between us unless she can rush out of her wheelchair and dance across the threshold or something. And she's afraid it might not happen, and you know what, man, it might not. She might not be able to walk again. I don't care. I don't need her to do that to love her. She's my life. And I gotta make it clear to her somehow that I am her life, and I'm her future. I am still Eden's future.
Is that all right?
It's fine.
Well, when you say go out and eat, you mean go all out. This is a fancy place.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever been in a place like this. You come here a lot?
Well, I used to. I own it. It's my restaurant.
Wait a second.
What?
This is the place I came in with the gun in.
Yes. Look, Kane, we're not here to have a bad time. We're here to enjoy ourselves and have a nice dinner.
Sure. So your folks have that big estate and you own this. You pretty much have everything you need, don't you?
Yeah, maybe it looks that way. But none of that really means anything.
Well, why don't you just go ahead and say hello to her?
Because I have no intention of interrupting her evening.
Why not? She's already interrupted yours.
I really don't know much about this gourmet food.
Well, you can have anything you want, but they don't have plover eggs.
What?
Plover eggs. You used to make these disgusting omelets out of plover eggs for me.
Well, since I handled the menu back there, why don't you order for me tonight?
All right.
You probably know better what I like than I do anyway.
I beg your pardon.
You're a doctor, and I talked to you afterwards.
I'm sorry, I am a doctor, but I don't recognize you.
After I lost my platoon, in the hospital, I talked to you.
Oh! Oh!
Hey, now. I was there, and you tried to get us to talk about the things we'd experienced over in now.
Could you be more specific? What year was it?
I'm not sure.
See, I've done a lot of traveling, a lot of moving around since San Francisco. It's difficult.
Well, wait a minute. You're having a breakthrough with your memory right now? Well, I don't know. I thought do you remember this guy? You don't remember this guy? Is that what you're saying, Dr. Nicholas?
Well, I remember treating Vietnam veterans, but Cruz, you have to understand, I treated virtually hundreds and hundreds of them coming back from Vietnam.
Well, he certainly remembers you, though, so it seems kind of difficult to believe. You don't recognize him at all?
Well, I can't imagine forgetting the name of Kane.
I might not have been going by that name then.
I mean, the face is familiar, but were you wearing a beard then?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Maybe without the... I'm sorry.
I was certain I remembered you. It was so real, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, okay, don't push it, okay? I mean, you remember Dr. Nicholas and where you knew him from. I mean, it's just not a coincidence that you remembered him, that you were both at the San Francisco Veterans Hospital. I mean, you couldn't have guessed that. And I'm sure Dr. Nicholas would be more than willing to talk to him again.
Of course I would.
And maybe you have some records that you could look up.
All right. I mean, I'll be happy to do anything I can to help. I'll be talking to you soon.
Thanks.
Excuse me.
Well, look, maybe we should go home.
Do you mind?
No?
Listen, I'd love to take the both of you. We could talk about this.
Thanks, but I think that just the two of us should go. All right?
Yeah. Man, it just seems obvious that he ain't faking the memory loss after all.
This is for real. Now, you gotta tell me that you're feeling good about that.
No, I mean,
huh?
you know, if he was faking it, I had a chance of smoking him out. Don't you see? Now, if he really has amnesia, I mean, he may never get his memory back.
Talking about think positive, think positive. The guy is progressing.
Think positive. Eden is determined to wait on him till he can get well enough to make her well. What is that? I mean, do you think that could take months? That could never happen.
She's gonna realize. She's gonna understand.
No, you see, I'm not gonna wait for that to happen, Pearl. I'm gonna do something to make her understand that this is ridiculous.
Do you remember traveling? What are you doing here?
Oh, I came to try. I just want to talk to you. When you came into the restaurant tonight, I was struck one more time with how unfortunate the situation is, and I just thought that I would tell you that it brought back a lot of memories to me.
Yeah, me too.
It seemed like we always had something to celebrate in that restaurant. I started thinking about the trip we took through France on the real Orient Express, and I started thinking about the chateau, the week. Do you remember that week?
It's not good for you to continue living in the past.
Oh, I don't intend to, Eden. Because a past like that leads to a future. And I am not about to let you forget how fortunate we were to have found each other. A love like we have comes along once in a lifetime if you're lucky.
Stop it.
You can't deny it. Damn it, I just want to take you in my arms.
And sweep me off my feet.
I am never, ever gonna give up.